Yeah. First of all, you need to understand what is an acid, hydroacid. An acid or hydroacid is one which gives you H positive. A stronger acid will be giving you more amount of H positive. A weaker acid will be giving you lesser amount of H positive. आप लोग को ऐसा विजुलाइज करना है. इनिशियली HX सिस्टम के अंदर डालते ही visualize it as the entire HX got dissociated into H positive and X minus. If this X minus is stable, it won't be combining back with H positive. As a result, H positive in the system will be more and more, or the acid is treated as strong acid. If this X minus is unstable, it will be combining with H positive, resulting in the decrease of concentration of H positive in the solution, or the acid will become weak acid. Okay. So you need to compare the strength of the acid based on this particular X minus. If X minus is stable, the acid will be stronger. If X minus is unstable, the acid will be weaker. How to compare the stability of X minus? इसका stability हम इसलिए compare कर रहे हैं because it is having negative charge inside it. Because of the presence of the negative charge, it will always try to combine back with H positive. So you need to see in which case the negative charge is highly unstable. You will compare for the same group elements based on the charge density. ये जो negative charge है फ्लोरीन के केस में, one negative charge is concentrated in a smaller region. The same negative charge in case of iodine is distributed in a larger region. So in this particular scenario for F minus, it is highly unstable because of its high charge density. So okay, वो क्या करेगा? It will combine more and more with this particular H positive and decreases the concentration of H positive in the system. I minus being relatively more stable, it won't be combining more with H positive. As a result, H positive in the system is sufficiently high, or relatively HI is a stronger acid when compared to HF. Is this clear? इसमें हमने वो नेगेटिव चार्ज की स्टेबिलिटी कैसे कंपेयर किया? बेस्ड ऑन द चार्ज डेंसिटी, बेस्ड ऑन द साइज. सपोज इफ वी टेक एग्जांपल ऑफ सेम पीरियड एलिमेंट्स, उसमें कैसे कंपेयर करना है देखते हैं. लेट अस टेक एन एग्जांपल. CH3, इसमें C बॉन्ड H को ब्रेक करना है, N बॉन्ड H को ब्रेक करेंगे इधर, O bond H and H bond F. After breaking these, what are the negatively charged species which you will get? H positive निकाल दिया तो CH3 minus इसमें रहेगा,
NH2
इन इसमें NH2 minus, इसमें OH minus, इसमें F minus. Again, what you need to do, you need to compare the stability of these particular negatively charged ions. First of all, why is it unstable? It is unstable because of presence of the negative charge. वो neutral नहीं है, इसलिए वो unstable है. ठीक है. इस केस में stability कैसे compare करेंगे? They belong to same period, right? Whenever they belong to same period, what is the factor you need to compare?
Electronegativity difference.
You need to compare electronegativity. Difference नहीं, you need to compare electronegativity. So इस particular case में carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, which is most electronegative?
Fluorine.
Fluorine. If fluorine is most electronegative, it can effectively handle that particular negative charge. Electronegativity का property क्या समझाता है? It is the ability of the bonded atom to pull the shared pair of electrons towards itself. If it is pulling the shared pair of electrons towards itself, उसका Z star ज़्यादा होगा ना? Okay, or it is able to control that particular electrons. In this case, F being more electronegative, it can effectively withstand that particular negative charge when compared to oxygen, nitrogen and carbon. Carbon being least electronegative element, it cannot handle that negative charge. So वो क्या सोचेगा? It will try to combine back with H positive and it will be forming CH4, or else this will become a weak acid. Are you getting my point? Clear है?
Yes, sir.
समझ में आया ये क्या मैं जो बोला है अभी? You need to compare the stability of the negatively charged species. If the elements belong to same period, you need to compare based on electronegativity. higher is the electronegativity, I can say higher will be the Z star. If higher is the Z star, the negative charge can be effectively controlled by that particular species. As a result, it won't be combining back with H positive more and more. I am comparing among these species. It will be combining back with H positive, but इनके comparison में थोड़ा कम combine होगा. इसके वजह से H positive HF के system में ज़्यादा रहेगा. Okay, so what is the stability of these species? CS3 minus इनका stability का order. What is the stability order of these species? CS3 minus less than, NH2 minus less than, OH minus less than, F minus. This is based on electronegativity. So if this is the order of the stability, what will be the order of acidic strength? CH4 less than, NH3 less than, H2O less than, HF. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Everyone, समझ में आया ना? I'll give you some questions, mark the answers. You need to compare the acidic strength of the hydroacids. Answer. Answer anyone?
H2O less
less
than
than H2S.
H2S less than H2SC less than H2TE.
पहले केस में the elements belong to same group, so you need to compare the size. More is the size, more will be the acidic strength. So H2O is less than, H2S less than, H2SC less than, H2TE. In this case, the elements belong to same period, right? So PH3 will be less than, H2S less than, HCl. Chlorine is most electronegative. Left to right, electronegativity increases. Electronegativity has a regular trend, okay? There are no exceptions. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, next. Next, nature of the bond. एक minute. What are the two different types of bonds we have?
Ionic and covalent.
Ionic and covalent. Covalent and ionic. ये जो bonds होता है, if you are taking a covalent bond can be 100% covalent. What is meant by 100% covalent? What happens in a covalent bond? The electrons will be shared from both the atoms which are participating in bonding. Suppose A और B के बीच में bonding हो रहा है तो covalent bonding. A will be giving you 1 electron, B will be giving 1 electron. both the electrons, if they are present exactly at the center, it is called as 100% covalent bond. Okay, if the electrons shared in order to be present exactly at the center, what should be the condition?
Same
A
atom.
एक इलेक्ट्रॉन दिया है, B एक इलेक्ट्रॉन दिया है, दोनों exactly center पे रहना चाहिए for 100% covalent bond. What should be the condition for this?
Same electronegativity value.
Same
Both.
electronegativity. The electronegativity of A, in general, it is possible if the bond is between the same atoms, must be equal to electronegativity of B. Then you will have 100% covalent. Okay. So a bond can be 100% covalent, but a bond can never be 100% ionic. A bond can be 100% covalent, but a bond can never be 100% ionic. ऐसा क्यों होता है, एक बार वो भी थोड़ा समझेंगे. We will be understanding this in detail in chemical bonding chapter. Suppose A has lost electron and it is converted into A positive. B has gained electron and it is converted into B negative. अभी इन दोनों के बीच में ionic bond है. Upon losing electron, what happens to Z star of A? Increases.
Decreases.
Z star of A increases क्योंकि उसके अंदर positive charge आ गया ना, it can control more and more electrons. What happens to Z star of B? Decreases. This will happen all the time. Always cation का Z star बढ़ेगा, anion का Z star घटेगा. So क्या होगा? The cation is now able to control more and more electrons and the anion is unable to control the electron. So whichever electron density A has given to B, it will try to pull that particular electron density towards itself because of its positive charge. So उसके वजह से इधर जो electron density है, an electron is nothing but a cloud. The cloud will be shifting towards A. Shift होते होते some part of it will be overlapping with A. That overlapped part is nothing but the covalent nature inside the bond. Okay, we will understand this or visualize this in detail in next chapter. For now आप लोग इतना सोचना, electron ये देने के बाद the electron cloud is migrated towards A and some cloud will be overlapped with the electron density of A. Whenever you have an overlapping region, it is nothing but the covalent bond. So there will be covalent character developed inside an ionic bond. So a bond can never be 100% ionic, but a I'm sorry. What we are discussing is a bond can be 100% covalent, but it can never be 100% ionic. Whenever there is an ionic bond, there will always be transfer of electrons, which will lead to change in the Z star. An atom which is losing electrons will have an increase in Z star. An atom which is gaining electrons will have a decrease in Z star. Because of that, A जो है अपना electrons जो दे दी या B को, it will try to pull that particular electron density. It will not completely take away the electron which it has given. It will be just pulling the electron density. और pull करने की वजह से क्या होगा, यहाँ पे जो electron density है, it will be migrated towards A. As a result, some part of it will be overlapping with the electron density of A, which will result in the generation of covalent character. Covalent bond में क्या होता है, sharing of electron density. इसका electron density दोनों के बीच में overlap होने की वजह से some part of it will be shared, or it will be attaining covalent property, covalent character. Based on electronegativity difference, we will judge what will be the amount of ionic character and what will be the amount of covalent character. If the electronegativity difference is 0, then it will be 100% covalent. If it is 1.7, it will be 50% covalent and 50% ionic. If the electronegativity difference is greater than 1.7, then it will be more ionic and less covalent. If it is less than 1.7, it will be more covalent and less ionic. Okay, example H2O. In fact, there is a formula too for estimating the percentage ionic character. No need to remember this formula, just you need to know इस formula से calculate कर सकते हो. It will never be asked in the examination. Percentage ionic character is given by 3.5 times delta En whole square plus 16 times mod delta En. Okay, this formula is called as Henry and Smith equation. No need to remember this formula, but आप लोग को पता होना चाहिए how to calculate the percentage ionic character. With the help of Henry and Smith equation, you can derive the percentage ionic character in a given compound. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next application. Nature of oxides and hydroxides. Nature of oxides and hydroxides. First, let us discuss about oxides. Basically, there are three different types of oxides: acidic oxides, basic oxides, and amphoteric oxides. Okay, कोई भी oxide के लिए general formula I am representing it as MXOY, and based on the electronegativity difference only, again we can judge if it is an acidic oxide or a basic oxide or an amphoteric oxide. Acidic oxides क्या होता है? Not usually non-metallic oxides are acidic in nature. If it is a non-metallic oxide, what will be the electronegativity difference? Will it be less or more?
More.
Less होगा ना, non-metallic oxides. Non-metals जो है electronegative होता है, so उनके difference है. Non-metallic oxides are in general acidic, metallic oxides are basic. Metals का electronegativity values कम होता है ना, so उनका difference, electronegativity difference ज़्यादा रहेगा. Or else you just need to remember the values. No need to analyze so much for this. Delta En जो है, if it is 2.3, in general it will be amphoteric. मतलब it has both acidic as well as basic nature. If delta En is greater than 2.3, in that case it will be basic oxide. If delta En is less than 2.3, it will be acidic oxide. Just remember this data. Okay, greater than 2.3 basic oxide, less than 2.3 acidic oxide, equal to 2.3 amphoteric oxide. It is very interesting to understand the nature of the hydroxide. Oxides में तो ज़्यादा you just need to remember the values. Hydroxides के केस में देखते हैं. Hydroxide मतलब one which has OH bond. अब ये जो hydroxide है, it can act as an acid as well as a base. It can act as acidic or it can act as basic. आप लोग बताओ what is meant by acid? आपके 10th के नॉलेज के हिसाब से an acid is one which gives H positive ना?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
H positive जैसा आने के लिए in order to behave like an acid, ये जो MOH जो है, it has to break as MO minus plus H positive.
Positive.
So this equation is showing the acidic nature of MOH. If it is acting as a base is one which gives a OH minus. So in that case, MOH जो है, it has to break as M positive plus OH minus. Now we need to decide when will it act as acid and when will it act as base. Okay, देखो उसके लिए लॉजिक क्या है, अगर इन दोनों के बीच में इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिविटी डिफरेंस ज्यादा है तो then this particular bond will be broken. If you are having electronegativity difference more between O and H, then this bond will be broken. Whichever we having the greater electronegativity difference, that bond will be broken. Okay, समझ में आया? अगर इन दोनों के बीच में ज्यादा है तो इसके ऊपर पार्शियल चार्जेस ज्यादा रहेगा, पानी में मिलाते ही this will be completing in converting into complete charges. अगर इन दोनों के बीच में इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिविटी डिफरेंस ज्यादा है तो इनके ऊपर चार्जेस ज्यादा रहेगा, पानी में मिलाते ही ये बॉन्ड जल्दी ब्रेक हो जाएगा and it will be converting into complete charges. Is this clear? Now let us take some example. We need to compare electronegativity difference of oxygen minus that particular M or oxygen minus electronegativity difference of hydrogen. ये तो ऑलरेडी हमको पता है. What is the electronegativity difference between oxygen and hydrogen? Oxygen is 3.5 and hydrogen is 2.1. So it is 1.4. Very good. The difference is 1.4. Let us take two examples. I am taking ClOH. Usually मैं इसको लिख रहा हूँ, एक्चुअल में इसको HClO का हमने ऑलरेडी देखा है ना, HClO, HClO2, HClO3, HClO4,
Yes.
वो वाला कंपाउंड HClOH. This breaks as, we need to see that कैसे break होगा. What is the electronegativity difference between oxygen minus chlorine?
0.5.
3.5 minus 3, which is equals to 0.5. Is it greater than 1.4 or less than 1.4?
Less.
Then 1 point.
This is less than 1.4. So which bond is expected to break?
Cl.
OH. जिनके बीच में इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिविटी डिफरेंस ज्यादा होता है वो वाला बॉन्ड ब्रेक होगा. So this will break as ClO minus plus H positive. So HClO is an acid but not a base. बेस जैसे एक्ट करता है तो क्या होगा, OH माइनस आएगा, मतलब Cl बॉन्ड O ब्रेक होगा. Is this clear?
Sir, please explain again.
जिन बॉन्ड के बीच में इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिविटी डिफरेंस ज्यादा रहेगा वो वाला बॉन्ड ब्रेक होगा. O बॉन्ड H में इधर इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिविटी डिफरेंस 1.4 है, Cl बॉन्ड O में इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिविटी डिफरेंस 0.5 है. सो ये वाला ज्यादा है 1.4. ओके, ये ज्यादा होने की वजह से बॉन्ड बिटवीन O and H will break. ओके, क्लियर है? Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
उसका भी थोड़ा बाद में और एक दूसरे तरीके से भी अंडरस्टैंडिंग रखेंगे. Let us take another example, NaOH. What is the electronegativity difference between oxygen and sodium? Can anyone tell me?
0.5.
0.5,
2.5.
2.5. Oxygen is, what is the electronegativity of oxygen? It is 3.5.
3.5.
सोडियम का तो मैंने वैल्यू दिया नहीं आप लोग को, बट आई हैव गिवन यू द वैल्यू ऑफ लिथियम. लिथियम इज 1.
2.1
लिथियम इज 1, राइट?
डिफरेंस बता
Yes.
रहा हूँ.
Yes, sir.
ओके, लिथियम इज 1. सो जो इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिविटी रहेगा सोडियम का, डाउन द ग्रुप इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिविटी डिक्रीजेस, सो सोडियम विल बी लेस देन 1. ओके, so if I am subtracting this, 3.5 minus 1 is 2.5 हुआ. If I am subtracting a value less than 1, so can I say it will be greater than 2.5?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this difference is greater than 1.4. जिनके
Yes.
बीच में इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिविटी डिफरेंस ज्यादा रहेगा वो वाला बॉन्ड ब्रेक होगा. So you will now break this as Na positive plus OH minus. ये ऐसा ब्रेक होगा. समझ में आया? Okay, again you can explain this using the same logic of stability of the ions. देखो, if I am breaking this as, everyone concentrate please, if I am breaking this as Cl positive plus OH minus, ये दो सिस्टम्स में कौन सा बेटर सिस्टम में एक बार कंपेयर करते हैं. इस केस में हाइड्रोजन के ऊपर पॉजिटिव चार्ज है. इन बोथ द केसेस ऑक्सीजन के ऊपर ही नेगेटिव है. Even in this case, oxygen is handling the negative charge. In this case also, oxygen is handling the negative charge. But दोनों केसेस में पॉजिटिव चार्ज जो हैंडल कर रहे हैं, एक बार Cl हैंडल कर रहे हैं, दूसरी बार हाइड्रोजन हैंडल कर रहे हैं. Which is more electronegative, क्लोरीन और हाइड्रोजन?
Chlorine.
क्लोरीन is more electronegative. क्लोरीन का वैल्यू कितना है? 3 है ना. Being more electronegative, it is desperate for the electrons. Or else if I am giving a positive charge on it, it is unstable. It cannot handle it. Hydrogen being less electronegative, 2.1 है ना उसका value. It is okay with that particular positive charge when compared to this chlorine. So whenever they are breaking, they will break in this particular way because this will be a more stable system when compared to this. उल्टा देखते हैं, इस केस में देखते हैं NaOH. If I am breaking this as NaO minus plus H positive, सोडियम का इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिविटी इट इज लेसर देन 1. सो उसके ऊपर पॉजिटिव चार्ज ओके. हाइड्रोजन का इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिविटी 2.1 है ना. सो इन अभी इसके कंपैरिजन में सोडियम इज विल प्रेफर टू हैव अ पॉजिटिव चार्ज रादर देन हाइड्रोजन. ओके, सो व्हिच शुड ब्रेक और कैसे ब्रेक होना चाहिए? इट हैज टू ब्रेक एज Na positive and OH minus rather than NaO minus and H positive. Always it is according to the stability. This is more stable system and this is more stable system rather than these things. Chlorine being more electronegative, it cannot have a positive charge. Hydrogen being more electronegative than sodium, it cannot have a positive charge in this case. Relative everything. समझ में आ रहा है? Is this clear? Or else ऐसा याद रखो, whichever is having greater electronegativity difference, that bond will be broken. ये 1.4 से कॉमन सेंस से देखो, अब से ये 1.4 से ज्यादा होने के लिए सोडियम का इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिविटी हाइड्रोजन से कम होना चाहिए. और ये जो मेटल का यहाँ पे जो भी M है ना, वो हाइड्रोजन से कम होना चाहिए, तभी 1.4 से ज्यादा आएगा. और हाइड्रोजन से कम हो रहे तो that will be taking the positive charge. I hope this is clear. Electronegativity tells you about the willingness to have the electron. I hope this is clear to everyone. Okay. नेक्स्ट पार्ट,
Yes, sir.
अभी हाइड्रोक्साइड्स और ऑक्साइड्स का कंपैरिजन किया. वी विल नाउ कंपेयर ऑक्सी एसिड्स एंड इस पर्टिकुलर ऑक्सी एसिड्स का कंपैरिजन. ऑक्सी एसिड मतलब द एसिडिक नेचर which is due to presence of OH. अभी in particular case के लिए I will give you how to compare, but I won't be giving you the reasons. After reading organic chemistry, we will be seeing the reasons of this. अभी के लिए आप लोग को याद रखना है ऐसा क्यों होता है, but in detail we will be seeing the reasons after studying chemical bonding and organic chemistry. Chemical bonding में back bonding करके एक concept है. Based on that we will explain this. For now, for solving questions, क्या करना है, क्या करने से आंसर आएगा वो बताता हूँ, वो देखो आप लोग. If I am taking H3BO3, ऑक्सी एसिड्स मतलब सबके अंदर OH रहेगा. ओके, H2CO3, HNO3. How to compare the acidic strength? इस पर्टिकुलर सिनेरियो में as the electronegativity of central element increases, acidic strength increases. As the electronegativity of central element increases, acidic strength increases. You need to remember one thing, सबके अंदर O bond H ही है. Okay, I am not having different types of bonds like B bond H, C bond H, N bond H को break नहीं कर रहा हूँ मैं. I am breaking in all the cases O bond H only. Okay, if the central atom is different, एक boron, carbon, nitrogen, they are belonging to same period. Whenever they belong to same period, आप लोग को compare क्या करना है? You need to compare the electronegativity of the central atom. More is the electronegativity, more is the acidic strength. Okay, clear है? Okay, if we are taking elements belonging to same group, H3PO4, H3ASO4, H3SbO4, all of them belong to same group. In this case, down the group, acidic strength decreases. Higher the size of the central atom, lower will be the acidic strength. As the size of central atom increases, acidic strength decreases. What happened in hydra acids? Hydra acids में as the size of the central atom increased, acidic strength got increased, right? HI is the highest. HI, उसके बाद HBr, HCl, HF. But इस case में देखो, because even in this case, the acidic strength is due to the presence of OH. OH bond break हो रहा है. Okay, and this is explained based on a concept called back bonding. Based on a concept called back bonding, which we will be seeing in chemical bonding chapter. Okay. Next example. HClO, HClO2, HClO3, HClO4. इस context में, as the number of oxygen increases, as the number of oxygen atoms increase, the acidic nature increases or the acidic strength increases. As the number of oxygen atoms increase, the acidic strength increase. So the order will be HClO less than, HClO2 less than, HClO3 less than, HClO4. This is based on, or this can be explained based on a concept called resonance, which we will again see in organic chemistry. Okay, last हो गया. आपको क्वेश्चंस देता हूँ, प्लीज आंसर द क्वेश्चंस. HClO4, HBrO4, HiO4. What is the order of acidic strength? H2SiO3, H3PO4, H2SO4, HClO4. Tell me the orders of acidic strength.
HClO4 greater.
HClO4 greater than HBrO4 greater than HI.
As the size of the central atom increases, they belong to same group. Size of the central atom increases for the oxyacids, acidic strength decreases. Okay. H2SiO3, H3PO4, H2SO4, HClO4.
H2SiO3 less than.
Good. Bas. Clear hai? Almost end of the chapter. We are left with the last concept, which is called as inert pair effect. Very important. Inert pair effect. We will be understanding this in next lecture, as well as we will solve some questions. I will post a worksheet today. Already you have your material, वो ठीक है. इनके अलावा DPP पोस्ट करता हूँ, डेली प्रैक्टिस प्रॉब्लम जैसा. बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस रहेंगे. Try to solve by next lecture. Yeah, tell me.
टिपिकल एलिमेंट मतलब क्या होता है? चूज अ टिपिकल एलिमेंट.
मैंने ऑलरेडी आप लोग को डेटा दिया है. रिप्रेजेंटेटिव एलिमेंट्स क्या होता है, टिपिकल एलिमेंट्स क्या होता है, याद है कुछ ऐसा डेटा दिया हुआ जैसा याद है?
Yes, sir.
What are typical elements?
Period 2 and 3 elements.
Period, very good. Period 2 and 3 elements are called as typical elements. जिनमें D सबशेल, जिन कॉन्फ़िगरेशन में D नहीं रहता है, those are usually referred to as typical elements. Period 2 and 3 doesn't have D subshell in their electronic configuration, hence they are referred to as typical elements. Representative elements मतलब S and P block apart from noble gases. Period 3 elements are called as bridge elements. Okay, then we will continue in next lecture. I will post some questions today. Please solve those questions. Thank you.
Bye,
Thank you,
sir.
sir. Bye, sir.
Bye,
Bye,
sir.